Hello, I am the narrator, and before this episode begins, Maddie will be talking about a world that may be right under your feet. Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Maddie, and today we're going to be talking about Journey to the Center of the Earth. Where is this area located, and how do you get there? Information about the place. Now, the center of the Earth in the movie is actually underneath a volcano located in Iceland. The way of getting in there is it's a lot different from Narnia. There's nothing really magical about it, except you have to find basically what's known in the movie are these volcanic tubes, which are basically just like holes that have been slowly digged out by lava and whatnot that will lead into like the center of the Earth, the little land underneath it. And that's one way of getting in, is through those volcanic tubes, but you first have to find them, which can be kind of tricky. Another thing is getting out. Now, because of those tubes, apparently they're like very steep, so it's kind of hard to climb out. Way of getting out is finding a geyser pit. Now, I think I'm saying that right. It's basically like a ginormous hole in the ground that kind of blasts up water and steam out of it every so often because of the pressure from the lava underneath it. That's one way of getting out. Any secrets, curses, or something good or bad about this place? What does it look like? In the movie Journey to the Center of the Earth, it's basically like an underground world, of course, and what's really neat about it is that most, if not all, the creatures or animals in there are supposed to be extinct, but they're still alive. And later, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll list them off. That, and not even to mention, there are plants in there that are like an impossible size. These plants that should be very tiny are actually tall as a tree. And then another thing, another very big thing that is kind of a big plot in the movie is that this pocket, whatever, can actually reach degrees of 200 degrees. I don't know if it's Fahrenheit or Celsius, but it's enough to kill a person. So, what's it actually look like? Well. Once you go past the volcanic tubes, it basically looks like an actual ecosystem. I mean, it's crazy. We got fresh flowing water down there. We got thriving green trees and forests and jungles in there. We got a source of light, which is weird. It's not like a bunch of holes in the ground that like shine the sun. No. It's like some kind of gas ball, like a mini sun in the earth, and it just shines forever light down there, so it's never nighttime. Gotta be good for the brain. And then there are like other biomes in here as well. So you got the jungles, you got these enormous mushrooms that make up an actual forest. They're huge, they're tall, and they're fossilized too. Once you go past that, there are, of course, these ginormous jungle with these humongous trees. You got an ocean. That's right, an actual ocean is down there, somehow. You have this ravine, and it's not just any ravine. It has a bunch of magnetic rocks, so they are literally floating like a path. It's cool. Once you go past that, there is in fact a deserted desert. That's right, there's a desert in there with practically nothing lives there. It's good stuff, good stuff.
What lives there, and do they have any powers? The history of the world / place.
One of the very first creatures that the main characters were greeted by is this glowing bird, which has a very pretty name, which I do not know how to pronounce, my bad. And then the rest of this underworld world is basically mostly inhabited by these plants, and they're very large and overgrown plants. But what is really cool, and the thing that still manages to blow my mind, is the fact that there is an ocean in there. I don't think you realize it, but it's an ocean. Oceans are humongous! And there's an underground ocean! Not to mention there's things that live underground in the underground ocean. Which are the Elasmosaurus, which is like, kind of looks like a Loch Ness monster. And then, what appears to be a fang-toothed fish. But I could be wrong. And then at the very end of the movie, just for funs, a Tyrannosaurus Rex pops in and chases the characters, because why not? Now, in the movie, apparently about a century before the main characters actually found the center of the Earth, a man did, which I think is a scientist, not a man found the center of the Earth by accident, of course, and survived. He survived, he got out, he lived to tell a tale, but in a weird way. He didn't, like, go out and tell a bunch of news people and they called him crazy. No. He wrote a science fictional book about how he found the place, how he survived and lived down there and got out. Which, surprisingly enough, is the same book that the main characters used to get out. I have a story to tell. No. Correction. I have a story to read. That's right, I'm deciding to read the story of Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is kind of like a summary I did of the movie. So, buckle up. It's gonna be bumpy, because I am pretty sure there's typos in here. Okay, so the story starts off with a professor that is struggling to catch a break in his work and letting go of his brother's disappearance. One day his nephew drops in and has to stay there for about 2 weeks. You know how it is. This was also the same time when the professor finds out that his brother why his brother disappeared so long ago. Once he figured out that his brother went after the center of the Earth, them two both went to Iceland. The professor and the nephew, just making sure you guys are aware. Iceland to follow his trail. When they got there, they met up with this young girl that will help them lead the way to the volcano tubes by accident. And it very much was. Now the three of them are inside of the world, the underworld, center of the Earth. They are amazed by how beautiful it is and how functional it is. But as they go deeper into the place, they find a large tree with notes that show the professor's brother did find the center of the Earth and died there. They also found out that there is a really big flaw with the underworld, which is just a big pocket of air that is surrounded by lava. So it can get so hot that it can kill everything inside. So, you can see that tension is really rising. No pun intended. Now, The three of them are racing against the clock to get out by making a raft to cross the underground ocean to a large hole to the surface, which will shoot them out. Then they get to the other side of the ocean. All three of them had to find the river and follow it to a geyser that shoot them out of a volcano. So they were actually kind of inside of a volcano, which was cool. And that is it. So, if you've enjoyed this video, there are links in the description that go more into detail about all the information I found about this movie. If you've enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and have a nice day. Good night! It's been kind of a while since I've made a video, so I've been kind of stuttering. My apologies. But don't worry, I guess that just makes better bloopers. Which is also fine, because here they are! Good job explaining. I think I was kind of overthinking it. Okay, there's no information on number 2, which is weird, but okay. Enormous mushrooms. I mean, dude, it's literally like a forest with mushrooms. They're like trees. Kinda wanna jump on them. Yeah, like, if you're tiny, or the mushrooms are gigantic, what would it feel like to jump on it? If you jump on it, would it immediately just destroy the base and fall over? Or would it be bouncy like a bed or a trampoline? This is like fun! There's a bunch of magnet rocks that are floating. We do this every time. Shut up! You scare me every time I'm in the middle of recording. What is it now? Ah, okay, cool. Nice. Please don't disturb me. Kidneys. Okay, right, there's an ocean. An underground ocean. That's pretty cool, my dude. But it's super salty too. Or would it be super fresh though, because it's like constantly running on minerals? I don't know. Okay, Hi. There's this really hard word that Google won't even help me try and pronounce. So I'm gonna do a super smart gamer thing. I'm gonna do a smart thing and just not even try and pronounce it. I'm just gonna be like, this glowing bird. Yep. A science fiction book that ended up being very true. Yeah, this is kind of one of those weird plot things where they used a book about where they were to survive. It's weird. It's like someone written a book in real life and decided to use that book in the movie to explain the plot of the movie. It's quite ingenious. But also a little cheating. That's cheating. You're cheating. Okay. Hang on.
Elasmosaurus.
Okay, it's already recording. I was about to hit the button. My bad. My bad. I got a little eager there. So whenever the characters, whatever the who and a what and a when and a why, does it have anything to do with your parents? Ooh. Okay. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir! Kinda thirsty, but I need to drink more water. I'm pretty sure I'm dehydrated. To the point where it's sickening. Another glorious morning makes me sick. I got a super long necklace. Hey, hey. I thought it was gonna burp, I guess not. There it is. Be right back. I'm gonna get some water. I have the juice. Which I swear is just water. Look! My tree's gone! I don't have a Christmas tree anymore. Which you guys probably thought I was recording this, all of my videos in like 1 month or something. No. That was a span of 3 years. I've had my Christmas up for 3 years. This is the end of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Pew pew. End of the video, end of the video. This is the end of the video. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. End of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Oh.